Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter-like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, Beef Loaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, My Sock Summer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Terezi E.
Thank you, Cornsey, and welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If Beef Loaf says allegedly, or that he made a video about that, you drink. If My Sock Summer mentions his time on the West Coast or blames his kids for something, you drink. And if I fuck up the intro or make MSS appear to be dumb, you drink. Tonight, it is $19.99 for MSS to wear a costume for upwards of 30 minutes.
Yes.
Now,
Woo!
a costume I purchased at a thrift store for $5. I will put that on until banter is over.
And of course, you can make any of us drink for just $1.08 or more.
Yes.
Speaking of drinking, fellas, what are you drinking?
Ooh, old school.
My Sock Summer, what are you drinking?
I'm glad that I froze up right then when that happened. I am on my second old fashioned that I hand muddled myself. 96 proof. It's that it's benchmark whiskey. It's one of those. It's a low end bottle, but it's made by Buffalo Trace, so it is delicioso.
So we call Beef Loaf's ass a low end bottle.
Once I'm done with that, then I'm gonna get over to the E.H. Taylor. So yeah, we're good. No, Marsh, I'm not drunk. Not drunk. I got one in me.
I was gonna say the comments think you. Yes, SPF says MSS got that drunk gaze. Yeah.
I'm just happy.
I mean,
Just happy.
the guy legit told us 5 minutes ago I want to put on this costume. So I mean,
Yeah, something's going on over there
for $20 though.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
get this
$20
$20 rolling and see what this costume is.
Yeah,
Beef,
you
what are you
guys haven't
drinking,
even
my
seen
friend?
it.
Oh baby, I'm doing a Chicago handshake, man. I'm backing it up. My guy Josh Nelson. I'm drinking the Malort again this week. Like I promised I would. I've got about 50,000 little bottles in there. I've been trying to drink about 3 per show. And then I think it was Jerry O'Sullivan put it out on Twitter. It's a great deal at Binny's, and you could get cases of Old Style for $7.99. And this time, guys,
$7.99?
I got the deal, $7.99. So I bought 2 $7.99 cases. And so I'm going to drink these Old Styles, couple 5 per show until we're done, you know?
Insane deal. That's
It
an
is.
insane deal.
Absolutely.
I don't even drink beer anymore, and I want to go buy like 3 cases just to have. Because I mean,
They're in my wine
Treasy-
cellar right now, except for the handful I threw in the fridge.
I mean,
See, I was dumb.
correct me
I
if
went
I'm
to
wrong.
Benny's today, and I didn't even think about it, and I missed out.
I'm pretty sure Old Style never goes bad because it was never good. So like you can just keep
Whoa,
that forever,
whoa,
and it
whoa.
tastes just as good
Just
as
take it
the
easy.
first day you
It's
got
good.
This, you know what this tastes like, My Sock Summer? Unlike all
Ass.
your fancy pants craft bullshits, this tastes like beer. This is what beer tastes like. I don't know if you've ever tasted it before,
Yeah.
but this is beer, right? Actual
Okay,
beer.
okay. Enjoy that after you drink up your Pinot and whatever the fuck else you're.
I had some
drinking.
wine earlier. That's correct. Yeah.
Beef, I feel like
Whatever
if
the
you're
fucks.
having like a thin crust pizza, like a nice crispy thin one, like Vito and Nick's, like you gotta go Old Style. It's just perfect.
Oh, there's no
perfect
question.
match.
You know what?
Perfect
Old Style is nice at a ball game, man. A nice draft Old Style
yeah.
tastes like baseball, baby. Have some peanuts and
Tastes
everything.
like
That
a
tastes like baseball. You know, like that's what it's all about. You don't know
like
what's
a
good.
baseball.
You don't know what's good. I'm sorry.
But you don't drink beer. You don't know about this.
Not anymore.
Teresa, what are you drinking, baby?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I'm
Treasy?
drinking the Lagunitas Daytime because
Oh,
I'm
fancy.
trying to lose weight, baby. You know, it's 108 weight loss.
Yeah.
This is like this beer is like
What's the ABV?
4,
Oh, okay, that's good.
three-
That's
three
not a lot of
carbs.
sugar. Yeah,
Baby, look at
98
that.
calories.
yeah.
It's like a light beer, man, but it
Good
tastes
job.
delicious. It's
Yeah,
way
it's good.
better than the light beers out there.
Yeah, that's true.
It just is. And so I'm enjoying it. It's delicious.
Baloney says Beefloaf and Josh Nelson, Malort influencers, respect. Actually, I've never seen Josh drink it on camera.
No.
I've never seen him drink Malort. I'm
Like a
being
shot.
more of an influencer right now. So
He did a shot once.
He did a shot once in the parking lot, I think.
Never.
Oh, I've
during
had
the
tons of
podcast,
shots
though.
of Malort with him, but I don't know that he's
not
done it on
sipping it.
film too much.
He's
He
not
likes
sipping
others. He likes others to do the dirty work of drinking it.
That's correct.
Yeah, he's
On
like, making
film.
me money.
On film.
My sock summer.
Senor Sock says, I'm here. Did I miss any cream pie talk? Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe we'll get
Yeah,
to it
but
later.
I mean, we'll get
see.
to that. We can't just jump. We can't. Yeah. That's not a.
Got to ease
No,
your
work up
Socks.
to that.
I don't know if you're new to the internet, but that's never at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the finishing move. I mean, come on. Like, how do you not know that? Like, that's. I'm embarrassed. I'll be honest. I'm embarrassed.
That is all right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh man! And from CJ, our guy CJ.
Yes, CJ.
Cheers, CJ.
Love you, CJ. Hope you're good, my friend.
MSS better have clothes on when he comes
I
back.
was just say, if he comes back full BWC, I mean, it's over. We got another one backing it up.
Oh man,
to
I
make
feel
sure that he's good.
Jared's like, let's fucking go, MSS. And you know what? I feel like now we got to make him do it for an hour.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we don't.
I think we'll just make it happen. We'll see how hot it looks. But cheers to both of you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you.
He's never coming back.
It's going down good. Man.
What if MSS? That was just his trick. He left
he
for the
leaves
night.
for good.
He left for the night. He's like, I know there's White Sox stuff tonight. I have no interest. No interest in this.
I don't remember the season at all. Beef's going to ask me these questions. I don't act like an idiot. You know.
His last week was his pinnacle. So he's like, he's pulling a Costanza. He's just out of here. He's like, I'm just leaving.
Full
I'm just leaving.
disclosure. So you left the post show afterwards because you're very busy at work. You're like, I'm going to get some sleep. MSS and I stayed on for another 45 minutes. MSS, I shit you not, Treasy, had 5 legitimately good ideas for future podcasts. I couldn't believe. I was like,
But they
the
were
man never
all-
has an idea.
But they were all porn related. They were all porn related.
4 of them, but there was one legitimate good idea. I swear. Maybe he'll share it afterwards. We'll see. I don't know.
This motherfucker better come back in a full chicken suit.
He said we are ready. Yeah,
we're ready.
for the event. Let's go.
42.
Oh, yes. Hell yes.
Slimer, put hot dogs in my mouth, bitch.
The fuck?
Fucking Slimer costume? That's amazing. That is amazing. And you know what? You are not taking that off.
Crazy.
We got 2 of these. Look at this.
I know, I
Two
saw
two
that.
of these. That's
Yep,
1
beautiful.
hour.
So now listen to this. How much do you think this costs? Now look it goes all the way down, baby.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa, don't show it. You know, like keep the moneymaker hidden, man. We gotta keep that behind the paywall.
How much do you think this costs?
You got it at the thrift store.
Thrift store.
$18
because it keeps going down. Too.
$18.
Yeah. How much do you think, Love?
Like original retail cost, or
No.
what
How
you
much
paid
I
for
paid for it?
$2.
Yeah, $5.
Now,
I was like, there's no way in hell I'm not leaving the store with this fucking thing. I went right up to the front, and I gave it to the lady, and I go, hey, I want to buy this. She's like, okay, you want to buy it now? I was like, no, can you fucking hold on to it up here because I got to walk through the store for an hour. And she's like, I will for you. So, yes. So,
now
it's pretty
Hold
dope.
this for me, so I don't get it. I just realized something, though, Treasy.
do you tip at the thrift store?
No, but they're
in that
nice to
spot
me.
you should have, right? You know?
I think you
I'm
should
nice.
have tipped.
At least just the
to
tip,
them.
you know?
So it's like it's
I'm nice, so it's like a tip. Me being nice, that's it. That's
Listen,
all the tip they need.
You know what? I bet it is.
PO
I
is
bet
not
it
as
is.
bad as most people's.
Here it is.
So I'm pretty good. I
Cleanliness
don't
next
yell
to
at them.
godliness.
I also don't bring up 17, 25 things and ask them to total after every time they ring up a piece and then say, take that off. Okay, well, now the one I did here, take that off. So, like, I'm being nice. So, yeah.
Now,
there you
MSS, can this suit be used similar to how those beach balls can be used?
go. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Will you at least
mean,
try and see?
Different group
My
of people.
junk is all covered up. I mean, you could probably I could flip it up, right? If I had to.
Hello.
To get access. I mean, you could. But, I mean, the cleanup in this, not so good.
He's already contemplated it. Look, it's already
up,
ran through his head what he could do,
well,
couldn't do.
No, that's why it was $5 because there needs to be some cleanup on it.
Maybe,
He's like, cleaning it up was
maybe,
brutal. I mean, it might be.
No, actually, it was in really good condition. I mean, I was shocked. I was like, okay, what's wrong with this? Where's the blood stain? Where's the big cum stain? Nothing. And then I sanitized it with Oxy, and then washed it, and then everything. It's great. It's just great. They sell for like
Comments are
$50
loving it.
online, so I almost was going to send it because this is what keeps happening. The head keeps falling down. Don't like that part of it. But other than that, I think there's supposed to be like something in there to like keep it like that, and it's just not.
Treasy, hearing him the story about him buying it made me realize that anything that's bigger than a matchbook that's $5 or less, he cannot stop from buying it. He will just buy it no matter what. Like it doesn't matter.
Look at it. It's Slimer, bro.
Slimer.
You know what? We got to go over there, Beef. We got to go over there to his place one of these days and just peruse the basement with a live camera.
You can do that.
So that we could see just some of the because I bet that, because there's bobbleheads and there's all this.
Tons.
There's probably a few gigantic things. Like I was walking out of Benny's today and I saw this 3 foot tall John Gruden Corona bobblehead, and I was like, no fucking way MSS would let this thing just sit here like this. He would definitely he'd be running out like he stole like a bottle of Stag Junior.
You know what I want from that Benny's? I want that Buffalo Trace Buffalo statue that's like right at the bottom of the escalator. I would just grab that and run it.
You getting tased while you would try to get out of there with that.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I haven't stolen it yet. But now that I have a costume, that would be very misleading.
Yeah, they won't be able to see who it is.
Well, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. Yeah. That Benny's though, you know how every place you go, like a liquor store or something, there's a security guard, and there's usually just someone like that place. Every security guard insanely ripped, just like they're like these guys are on the SWAT team when they're not at Benny's. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I would never steal from that place. They would definitely. That's why the escalator's broken, because they've smashed someone's face in on the escalator right before you got there.
There's a piece of skull stuck in there.
Beef, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Boys, I'm good. I have a health update for you. You guys really enjoyed when I went to the doctor the other day, and I told you they drew some blood from the beef loaf. And we were awaiting the labs to come back. And guess what, my friends? Everything is absolutely fucking normal on the beef loaf. We're right down the middle in kind of everything, except for one thing. We'll get to that in a second. My hepatitis tests were all negative, so I got no disease there. My glycohemoglobin, my metabolic panel, thyroid, all that shit, all right down the fairway. They showed you a little graph. Here's where you are, right in the middle of the normal. The only thing a little high, as you might imagine, is the cholesterol. Little bit elevated where it should be. But the doctor had originally told me, he's like, I might put you on meds or whatever. And then his advice to me this time with the lipid panel is just healthy diet with low carbs, salt, and fat intake. Exercise with a goal of at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week, such as fast walking, and 2 days of strength training. So, that should be easy for me, right? I'm a fitness guru. I should be in there, tearing it up, just,
Your brother almost fell down.
What do you think are the chances I can get 150 minutes of cardio in and 2 days? 2 days.
MSS, now I'm convinced that this is like some Fight Club shit where Beef isn't sleeping. Beef isn't sleeping anymore, and he's just imagining shit going on. He was like, yeah, I went there, and they're like, "Oh my God, you already lost 150 pounds." By the way, Mr. Beefloaf, we can't believe the size of your beautiful crank. It's just, it's bigger than every other patient we've seen.
I wouldn't believe. I would not believe them if they told me that. But I believe these labs, Treasy. This is science right here, man. Anything that has a graph, I believe that shit right there.
Fucking Aaron Rodgers walked out right before you at that doctor. They said, "Yeah, you can play this week, buddy."
John Carney's right. Rip loaf. Yes, that's correct.
I know you're a faithful man to Mrs. Beefloaf.
I am.
But, he's like, I would be an honor if you would fuck my wife. That's another thing the doctor said. He's like, this would be great. It would be something for me, not for you. I know you would be annoyed with her bitch ass, but please come through. In
MSS, it was in my notes for treatment. It was my notes for high cholesterol.
And if you want to get an extra 30 minutes of cardio, fuck my wife. Yes.
Oh man, at this age I ain't got 30 minutes in me. I'm sorry.
No. That's over the whole week.
The doctor doesn't
6 minutes a day.
The doctor does not believe that after you saw how fit you are.
That's right.
It's like, this guy could go for hours, like our friend Wally. My Sock Summer.
Wait. I got one more thing for you guys.
Oh, okay.
One more thing. That's just the cherry on top.
Oh,
I just
shit,
found
okay.
out about this, and it wasn't from my doctor.
These are
This was just out in the general public, boys. I saw a headline today.
Okay.
And this was from the New York Post. It says, "Forget going for a run. Sitting in a hot tub can bring the same health benefits." And there's a study about it. And it says sitting in a hot tub for 30 minutes could be just as beneficial for health as going for a run.
I believe it.
And it's a research study from Coventry University in the UK. And the healing effects of water stretch back centuries. We all know that. And hot water immersion or hot water healing is practiced for spiritual, mindful, and health reasons all over the world. Dr. Cullen, Tom Cullen, who's the assistant professor of research at Coventry Center in the UK, said they did the study on people between 26 and 60, and apparently some of the benefits. Yeah. After the soak, participants saw blood flow to their legs increase by 345% on average, which is about the same impact about 30 minutes of jogging. Participants' heart rates after being in a hot tub matched those who had gone for a fast walk, an average of 31 beats a minute.
I believe that.
I can vouch for something like that. In addition, it lowers blood pressure. The tub time reduced cortisol, the hormone that helps the body manage stress, by 22%. This is crazy shit. So I realized that not only am I super healthy, probably because of the hot tub, and I didn't even realize it, I'm bringing health benefits to you guys by doing the Sunday soak. So we get paid by More Than Dogs to do the Sunday soak, and you guys are in top health by sitting next to me in the hot tub.
Yeah, if you read closely in the study, they say, by the way, you should pound 8 drinks while you're in the hot tub.
Yes.
First of all, I hate these fucking headlines. This is like
the worst.
There's nothing that pisses me off more than people tweeting shit where it's like just a headline of like, study says punching yourself in the face 30 times a day relieves stress. And it's like
a lot of fight.
You read the act if you ever, which no one does, if you actually read the study, like it's like it's always like a side thing. It was like, well, possibly if the right conditions, this might be okay to supplant this. And it's like it's never what's in the article. Like the articles, I think these fucking writers should go to jail for some of the stuff that they write, because it's so full of shit. So it's worse than your doctor.
Are you trying to say that my hot tub is not providing me health benefits? Because I disagree completely. I always thought it did. I didn't believe it was providing this much of a health benefit, but it is a health benefit.
I think it is a stress reliever. Like it probably does provide some health benefits. It's not as good as like being in shape, right? Like
I don't know.
You can't be like, I haven't run in months because I just sit in the hot tub and drink wine.
Bro, hot tub, steam room, cold tub, that's where it's at, baby. I'm telling you guys.
I'll tell you guys this. I have like almost passed out after intense cardio, and I've almost passed out when I've been hungover in the loaf tub. So like I don't know, like
similar, baby.
To me, maybe it is working the heart the same way. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm gonna go with loaf is correct in this one.
My Sock Summer, tell me some bullshit that happened to you.
Well, I went to get my hair cut today, and the guy said I was the most beautiful person he's ever seen. And then offered to have his wife come and fillet me. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that.
Just here for the haircut.
Just here to get my hair cut. Anyway, as everyone who follows us on Twitter has seen, Loaf has been going around, and yesterday he brought up the ACT study that the test scores have gone in the total shitter. Right? And like,
I didn't provide that data. That was from someone else, so I can't vouch for it. It could be bullshit. That could be bullshit.
I'm not saying that Loaf's numbers are wrong. They could be potentially correct. They could
be wrong too, though. Who knows?
But what we were talking about, my headphones just got all funky because the
Slimer.
You sound great.
You got slimed. Yeah, you sound good.
No, I sound good. I just can't hear myself very well. That's where it gets bad.
You're in your sound booth, though.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm in my sound booth.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, the test scores went in the shitter, and like what he's referring to is, and we can talk about it, Loaf. You can defend yourself.
Yeah.
It's like a random moment in one of our podcasts, and I go, well, you know that like the ACT test got a lot easier because kids were like, or they just changed the scoring because people weren't getting as good of scores, and then they upped requirements at all the colleges. Like you used to be able to get in on a 22, 21, 20, 19. Now you had to be like a 26, 27, 25. Now, is that the gist, Loaf? Would you say that that's like kind of fair?
You did say the scores were going up also, though.
Yeah, and people were getting a lot better scores. So and I attributed it to the test getting easier. And apparently, and a lot of people came out and said, no, it's not getting easier. Kids are just better prepared for the test, and which sounds like a good,
thesis. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds right. But then today happened, and today, our good friend Polish with Extra Onions, who is an educator, and he comes out and he says, and I quote, "Loaf, with the ACT score thing, MSS is kind of right. They changed the way it's graded, so there are more perfect scores now. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. That's what he meant." Now,
laughing emoji.
100%. Did I mean that in a roundabout way? Maybe. No, it was not my direct
Probably not.
thing. Probably not. What I meant was, what I was trying to say was that kids were scoring a lot better, and there was something that had been changed. It wasn't necessarily, obviously, it wasn't the test, right? It was the way they graded it. So they started grading on a curve, or they started doing something different, so kids got better. So that's why they upped requirements. They didn't just all of a sudden arbitrarily go, oh, we need to up the requirements because kids are just too damn smart. It's totally not true. And if you've ever gone to any retail situation with kids working, you know it's not true because those guys are stupid. And it's just like we're a lot smarter than those kids were, and a lot of people said the same thing. So while everyone's like, oh, test scores are going up, fucking, it's like, no, MSS was actually right.
All right, I got to read this comment.
Sorry, MSS.
It's not Gumby.
This comment. It's great. Read that shit, Chris.
Nathan Chiva, thank you for the drink, my friend. He says, I've had a couple glasses of wine and I just tuned in to see MSS in a Gumby suit. I'm logging off, putting down the wine, and going to bed. What the fuck? Cheers, Nathan.
He's Gumby, damn it.
I'm Gumby, damn it.
Thank you, Nathan.
But
So let me, you know what?
I feel like I'm right.
I want to throw out a few grades
I
here.
won.
I want to throw out a few grades here real quick. So I'm going to give a C to Beefloaf's doctor. Okay? I think he gets a C.
Solidly passing, bitch.
I'm going to give a D to the motherfucker that wrote the article on the hot tub study.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
you.
kind of bullshit.
And I'm giving a solid F to Polish with Extra Onions ever being the expert on what is true or false.
Yes.
There's no way.
I was going to bring this up. Polish with Extra Onions is the biggest, I want to say
He's the biggest bullshit.
But he is the biggest bullshitter I know
bullshitter
in my
I know.
entire life.
And I love
him.
But he's very smart.
One of
in
my
certain
best
areas.
friends. He is very smart,
This
but he's
is
a
an
big
area.
bullshitter. A huge bullshitter.
He's not bullshitting though. He's correct.
He's needling you. He's trying to get some shit out of you.
He probably needs a bobblehead or something. He needs a Slimer. You know what? I heard he likes to fucking Slimer costume. So maybe he's buttering you up.
Ironic here, huh?
This would fit him a lot better than me. Look at this. I got no arms.
I mean, I
no arms.
assume in all of our sizes, Polish with Extra Onion looks better in clothes than any of us. Everything fits him better.
Well, I mean, he's not. I mean, he's slimmer than most of us, so that's good. You know, that's a plus.
Well, he runs, and he has a hot tub. So he's probably the fittest motherfucker we ever met.
He's double dipping. CD44 says, I literally
met
met with a guy today who sits on the board of Educational Testing Services. He says MSS's takes on standardized testing are bullshit, not like we needed backup.
This guy can go to hell.
Bless you for that.
CD44. You know what? The
Cheers,
guy you're
CD44.
the guy you're sitting with is actually fucking goddamn Beefloaf's doctor. He's just lying. I get
how
it.
dare you.
I
How
get
dare
it.
you.
Now, Greg Miller posted this too, and he says, by the way, all this ACT talk got me wondering why teacher porn wasn't in the draft last week. Now, first off,
I chose
genre.
reality.
Fair question. That's a fair
Reality-
question, actually.
Reality is good, and you drove that. I chose that. I also chose college. So, I mean, both are kind of in the same
I'll be honest
realm,
with you.
but not the creepy old teacher fucking the underage girl. No.
Look, I had teacher in my original list, but I removed it because I've talked about 10 times on the show how I got my first boners from Miss Chilla in 5th grade. I don't want to bring it up.
No,
I don't want to bring it up again.
I know why you removed it, and you don't want to say it on air, but you're a Van Hagar guy, you motherfucker. That's why you don't want to say it.
No. I don't like any Eddie Van Halen shit. I'm not out on all that. I don't care about that.
And actually, Brewhan Luke is correct. trying to find a college that takes an ACT score anymore is pretty hard. Like, they don't even take them. There's 19,000 or 1,900 universities that don't even accept.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of it's switched over to SAT and or they're just way more interested in your
high school grades.
I was going to say they're way more interested in your track record, which makes more sense actually.
I mean, it makes
why not?
100% sense. Why should you be judged on one fucking test versus 4 years of education?
It makes sense, but this has nothing to do with the fucking argument. My sex summer, your argument was
doesn't.
fucked
Also,
up,
I feel like it's quite obvious that I ruined
correct.
it for everybody by having a high ACT score and then showing up to college and they're like,
what did you
no
get?
Thanks.
You got a 28? What'd you?
It's like a 28 or 29, something
That's
like that.
good, man. And I said, like I said on Twitter, I knew 2 girls that got 36s on their ACTs. One was really smart and writes children's books now. One failed out of regular college and had to go to community college, but now is a lawyer. So she righted the ship. But but both of them got 36s.
If you want to become a roadie, make sure you get a score like in the upper 20s on the ACT, so you can one day achieve that dream.
You're perfectly lined up for it. Todd Hito says easy on the Eddie Van Halen slander. I mean, I like his solo and Beat It. Otherwise, I'm not really into it.
It's very good.
Yeah, I think there's just a little behind the scenes. Me and Beef go back and forth. Yeah, I'm a Van Halen guy. He's a Van Hagar guy. And it's.
I think that's what it is. I would like to hang out with Sammy. I mean,
I definitely want to hang out with Sammy.
I want to hang out with Sammy. I don't care. I don't want to hang out with David Lee Roth. He's a disaster.
Well, no,
Sammy
we can't afford that kind of cocaine. That's like,
Sammy Hagar got the Cabo Wabo, baby. That's where I want to be.
He's got tons of money, that motherfucker.
So real quick before we get on to the next stuff, I'm at the food court at work today, and like I'm leaving the food court, and I go to get the they got the hand sanitizer. I'm walking by one, I'm just like, oh, you know what?
Yeah,
hands are a little after eating and stuff, so I go and reach for the hand sanitizer, and dude, it like this
Too
is
hot?
like the Peter North hand sanitizer. It was like,
yes,
dude, like my whole palm was just filled. And Beef, I don't have small hands.
No,
like,
you got big hands.
I got fairly big hands for my.
I was showing Bonino when we were playing basketball. Like, obviously, I can palm a basketball. And I said, your uncle can palm a basketball too, and he's a lot shorter than I am. I'm like, so you better stretch your hands out so you can palm a basketball.
And so I'm like walking through, like back to my office, and I'm like, my hands are just soaking wet with the moisture. Why the fuck would one of these machines be set to Shaq? Like, I don't get it. Like, what? I don't like. I could see giving very little more than anything, but exactly, it was Purell Bukkake. Like, it was like I couldn't believe it. I was like, it happened, and I was like, what do I do now? I was so confused. Like, have you experienced this? Like, I
got a theory here. Maybe those hand sanitizer machines, they're a little pent up. People aren't using them as much, so it got overexcited when someone got in there and used it and shot you up. Because I don't think people are hitting the Purell as much. You don't see people masked up as much these days. So maybe it was waiting for a great opportunity. Your nice big soft hands came in there, and baby, it just exploded everywhere.
Now I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or Loaf, what I was thinking is maybe it detected how many germs and all the bullshit bacteria that's on his hand. He's like, bro, you need this. You're going to die, bro.
It's got like a camera, an infrared camera.
It's like, holy shit, this guy's he's going to like cause a fucking breakout of zombies. And then they just all over his hands.
See, now this is...
Sorry, dude.
I like this because this is a good comparison. Loaf told me what his doctor would tell him, and you told me what a real doctor would tell him. So I'm good with that.
You can take
I'm good with that
bad
assessment.
news better when the guy's in a Slimer costume, too, so it's no big deal.
I think Tracy, you're overly jealous of my great health. That's what it is. You're overly jealous.
I am.
Of my great health. That's what it is.
I am a little jealous. Because I'm a walking fucking corpse.
You look good for almost dead. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, before I die, MSS, why don't you pay some bills?
Let's do it. It's October, and it's time to consider you and your family's safety against zombies. As we all know, zombies come out in October and try to eat our brains. One way you can protect yourself from the inevitable zombie attack is being behind the wheel of your all-new Mazda from Mazda of Orland Park. In addition to standard all-wheel drive, Apple CarPlay, Android Audio, remote keyless entry system, smart brake support, lane departure warning system, lane keep assist, Mazda radar cruise control with stop and go, rain sensing windshield wipers, automatic on-off LED headlights, high beam control, power folding door mirrors, steering wheel mounted audio and cruise control switches, infotainment system voice command, multifunction commander control, Mazda connected services. You can add complete zombie protection to the list of standard features for your Mazda. Mazda holds a record with a grand total of 0 zombie related deaths in the United States. Beat that Chevy, you bitches. Visit Mazda of Orland Park to get all the specs and details on the complete line of Mazdas. Whether you're from the Chicagoland area, Northwest Indiana, or Southeast Wisconsin, they would love to have you visit and test drive a Mazda today. Mazda of Orland Park, home of the Zoom Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Orland Park. 708-444-3200. Zoom Zoom.
All right. Guys, one last time. We're going to talk some 2023 White Sox.
That's the one that keeps on giving.
It's over, baby. Let's go.
Beef, I am handing it to you, my friend. You wanted to give us some White Sox trivia this week on the 2023 White Sox.
That's right. So I absolutely want to close out the 2023 White Sox. I see a lot of different podcasts and blogs and everything giving their grades about the players and all this feedback about the year. Fuck all that, all right? How are you going to give grades and 80% of the guys got an F? Well, you can't. Who even wants to see that shit, okay?
You can't even make a curve.
We already do not care about this team anymore. What I wanted to do tonight was do a little trivia to see what we remembered from the season. We've done a lot of 108ing. We've been to a lot of games. I just kind of want to see what's back in there in the memory bank, what's stored up. Let's get it out of here, and then we can move on. Going forward, we'll start talking about plans for next year, who they've hired, who they're going to hire, free agents and trade acquisitions, all that shit. So what I want to do is I want to go back and forth to start and give a question to each of you in order. Audience who is on there, feel free to guess. Absolutely, give yourself a guess. I can't believe they're already onto my game, Treasy. Daniel Pierce.
Daniel Pierce says Beef is ready to kick Vaughn in the mouth one last time.
We'll get to him. Don't worry. Good guess, Dan. Thank you.
Oh shit! Here, Dan, I'm drinking one for you. Here you go.
Dan, good man.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's start. And I want to start with my Sox summer. So my Sox summer, you're going to go first in this question.
All right.
You're a girthy guy. I'm a girthy guy. My question for you is, which player on the White Sox roster at the end of the season, okay, when the season ended, according to Baseball Reference, weighed the most? So a couple chubby guys got traded out of here. Lance Lynn got traded off. Berger got traded off. Can't be either of them. Who's a guess for you? Who weighed the most on the White Sox when the season ended?
Is it a starter?
Who weighed the most on the White Sox when the season ended?
You want fucking hints?
Let's guess a player. Who do you think's heavy?
MSS.
I would 5 people.
You got to think about this though. I would.
This segment is going to suck if you don't give a guess.
Don't necessarily think the fattest guy.
No,
right?
I know.
Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a fat guy.
So I was thinking like my.
But think about guys that are maybe like really tall and shouldn't be playing a position.
Tracy knows the answer.
Really?
Like maybe if he's left-handed.
Gavin Sheets, really? He's the fattest out of it?
That's my guess. That's what I would
guess.
I was thinking like Yohan Makata, but like now that you said that, I'm gonna go with Gavin Sheets just because you said that.
Actually, I should play some of our sound effects.
Yeah, they do.
We never play these things. We should.
Okay, so
incorrect. My Sox
so
number. That's incorrect. The heaviest guys.
It's not that. It's not
you
that.
guess.
So let me give
you. You don't get to guess again.
Can I guess one?
You go ahead, Treasy. You
guess
guess one.
Kopech.
No, both wrong. The top 5 fattest guys or heaviest guys on the team. Number 1, Lane Ramsey, 245 pounds.
Oh, he's like 6'8".
He's 6'9". That's why when you were going tall guys, I was thinking, you're right on the right path. That's the tallest guy. Number 2, and the comments were all over this one, Eloy Jimenez at 240 pounds.
Yeah.
See, I thought Eloy's so much fat that it wouldn't weigh that much. Like, no muscle.
But he's so tall though. Too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's like 6'4", right?
Yeah,
tall.
he's 6'4". So, and then number 3 guy, I don't know if he counts, maybe because he was on the 60-day IL, is Liam Hendricks. 235 pounds.
Fair.
Okay.
Right? I mean, Liam is a thick boy. Like, he always has been. So.
Did they wear that huge-ass arm brace he had on? Because that's not fair. I mean, really. It's not.
Are you saying that they included his cancer tumor and that's part of what it was?
Yeah. I mean, no. The arm
This guy, this Liam says, what about the lady that had the gun in her belly?
Not on the roster.
She got cut from the roster after she shot herself. Or got shot.
Deuce and a half on that one. Deuce and a half.
Tall guys are fat. Beef loaf is tall. Well, let's.
Do you like kids?
I'm not that fat though. These guys aren't that fat either. So, all right, let's move on to the next question. Treasy, during the season, I made a huge deal about Lance Lynn being on pace to break Floyd Bannister's team record for most home runs given up. Okay, it would have been 38 home runs. When Lance left the team, he had given up 28 homers. He gave up 16 more when he went to the Dodgers in the regular season, so he would have shattered it. Then he gave up 4 fucking more home runs in the playoffs. So my question,
I was definitely betting against. I was like, he's definitely going to give home. I was betting against Lance Lynn in the playoffs. I was like, oh, he's absolutely whatever over I could get on him.
So was most of Sox fandom. They were cheering the home runs. I was like, yeah, we had over this, over that, or we had over team total runs, all this shit. But my question isn't about Lynn. Because what I want to know from you is Watcher that threw less than 100 innings, okay? So less than 100 innings, gave up the most home runs in 2023.
So I think I know this because when Lance was pitching, I looked up how many home runs he had given up.
Yeah.
Because I was telling Cornsey about it.
Oh, I know.
And I saw Michael Kopech gave up more
Yeah.
home runs than him
It's
on
Kopech.
the Sox, and it's like 29 homers or something, right?
Yeah.
That is the most on the roster, but Kopech threw over 100 innings.
Oh, okay.
I want the person who throws under 100 innings to give up the most.
Oh man.
But not more than Lance.
No, he didn't give up more than these guys. He
Yeah.
just gave up the most out of someone who threw less than 100 innings. Because I thought the Kopech would be too easy because he was giving up a lot of home runs too.
Maybe
I'm trying to think of
but not.
no. See,
yeah.
I'm thinking like Bummer doesn't give up that many home runs, so like I wouldn't go Bummer. I want to go starter that maybe didn't reach 100. Tukey. I'm gonna go Tukey.
That's actually a really good guess, but it's Jesse Schultens. Jesse Schultens,
wow.
85 innings. He gave 15 home
Yeah.
runs. I just put the graph up there. Tukey was right behind him, Treasy. 10 home runs in 83 and a third innings. This list is hilarious. Look at Jimmy Lambert. 37 and 2/3 innings, 10 fucking home runs.
Jesus.
I mean, that's quite a
not-
fucking...
that's not
They got to give up 100 home runs if he was a starter. Like, unbelievable. This
Well,
bad. The
Jesse
White
was
Sox
out
staff.
there like every game too for a long time. Jesse Schultens just showed up.
Yeah, but he didn't even
was
have
there.
100 innings.
It seems like he pitched a lot.
Too much home runs.
Didn't really show up
Pitched a
that
lot.
much.
Way too many homers, apparently.
I'm not rushing down in the game. Jesse Schultens is pitching. Fuck that.
And they said,
next
"Hey, Jesse,
question.
don't worry, we're gonna back you up with Jimmy Lambert."
Home run show, baby. Next question is for MSS.
Yeah.
My Sox Summer. Now, I know you love looking at asses. Even though it was that, I who was the one who picked big asses in the categories for the porn draft. I know you like them too.
Yeah.
Out of all White Sox,
I picked Latino.
whose ass did we see the most in right field at Guaranteed Rate Field this season?
So only home games, you're saying?
Only home games.
So only home games. Who played the
Who
most-
played most right field?
Home games at right field. Man, that's tough.
I
That is
wanna
actually
say-
very tough.
I want to say Oscar Colas, but I don't think that's correct. Like, I think we've seen. I'm gonna go. Oh God, because it's so close with him and Sheets. It's
It is
between those two.
very close.
It's between those two.
Good luck.
I'm gonna say Sheets. I'm gonna say Sheets was more at home. It seems like he was there more.
You were correct. Gavin Sheets, I looked up on Fangraphs, and assuming Fangraphs is correct about this, it has Gavin Sheets with 37 games in right field at Guaranteed Rate Field, and Oscar Colas with 33. So edged them out.
I mean, it was really close.
just barely. At home, these guys in right field, not great. 51 WRC plus for Gavin Sheets, 34 for Colas. So pretty not good there. So nice job, MSS.
We're gonna get an elite fielder
That was a
over
tough
there.
one. That was a tough one. I thought,
No, don't worry about it.
Ugh, blah.
Elite fielder incoming, son.
That's what Josh Barfield said. We talked to Chuck. You got a defender.
You sent that around, and my immediate thought was, fuck no. We don't need a Kyle Schwarber out there. Like, he wouldn't have made any bit of difference for our season if we had a guy that could hit and play menial right field. He would have been fine.
I will take one Joey Gallo, though. I will take that.
You will? I mean, almost 50% strikeout rate, so you're going to have to work on some stuff.
He can't even get on base like 200 anymore, but I'll get 20 home runs, which is way more than I get out of anybody else we put in right field.
I agree. John Carney says, Sheets is a nice fellow, but he can go. I totally agree with that sentiment. All right. Next
he ain't
question.
Going nowhere, just so you know.
Next question is for my guy, Treasy E. Yeah. And Treasy, we talked all season, total lack of walks that the White Sox drew during the year. They finished dead last, actually, in MLB in walks. 377 walks. It was 34 less than the second worst team in MLB, which was the Kansas City Royals. So my question for you is, what two White Sox hitters tied for the team lead in intentional walks? Means they got walked goddamn on purpose. Who tied for the team lead in intentional walks?
Well, I have to assume that Luis Roberts one of them.
Yes.
Like, if that's not it, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, so I got
one.
That's good. He's good use of that.
It's gonna be someone fucking stupid.
A lot of these are someone stupid. Have you noticed?
Oh man,
Yasmani Grandal. I'm gonna go with for the other one.
I'd say it's either. I think Tadahito might be correct with Vaughn or Eloy, but I would go. Let's go Vaughn.
It is the intentional walk brothers of Luis Robert and Andrew Benintendi.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding
Both
me. That guy can't even hit.
I was thinking the same thing. I was why the fuck would they give that guy a walk? He's not going to hit the ball in the ballpark.
Oh, my God.
They tied each with 5 intentional walks. You know how many intentional walks Andrew Vaughn had on the season?
0.
Exactly 0. No, ain't no one afraid of Andrew Vaughn in any situation, apparently, and over 600 plate appearances. So, absolutely 0. Those guys tied only 5 intentional. I'm surprised Luis didn't have a lot more, and I'm surprised that Andrew Benintendi had at least 5. It's kind of
any.
That is weird.
I can see in a rare situation, like, Teresa, you know when I could see it? You got second and third, nobody out in the 9th inning. You don't want a high contact hitter up there. You walk him. There's a rare spot where you could walk him because you know he puts the ball in play. But other than that, I ain't fucking walking that guy.
I doubt this is one of your trivia questions, but he did lead the team in hits, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that he was like the team leader.
I forget if it was him or Vaughn. They both, because of a lot of plate appearances, they had a lot of hits. That's not one of my questions tonight, so unfortunately.
That's depressing.
Yeah, it is. You know, Beef, I was thinking that they instead of intentionally walking him, you might want to just plunk him, but you need his bad outfield if you're the opposing team. So you leave him.
You don't want him
out
of the game.
You go intentional walk.
They were hoping that he would get plunked, so then they could just be like, "Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. All right, go sit down. Go sit down."
Exactly.
Then it didn't work so well because he never got hit. He just got intentionally walked, and then they just said, "Oh no, by the way, he was hurt the whole season. We didn't talk about it. We didn't tell you."
We kept it real quiet.
Guy's fucking whole hand almost fell off. He's got leprosy.
Hanging on by a thread.
That's why we sucked.
A lot of
MSS.
tape used. Yes.
MSS, you are up next.
Yep.
And I know that you are a big fan of the DP. So my question to you is, what two White Sox hitters tied for the team lead in grounding into double plays in 2023?
Jose Abreu's not on the team anymore.
Yeah, don't guess him.
Andrew Vaughn. Yes, Monty Grandal.
You got it half right.
Was Yaz one of them?
Yaz is wrong, so he's...
Oh shit. Okay. My other one would have been Yohan Moncada.
Nope, not good either. Trees, you want to give one guess here?
Well, just because I'm so mad about this guy's ground ball rate all year, I'm going to say Eloy.
Nope, not him either. John Carney is on it. Missy is on it. It's Timmy. Shit. And it's absolutely Timmy. So Timmy and Andrew Vaughn each had 15 grounding into double plays. Man, that's a lot for Timmy, man. The days when he ran real well, that's it's kind of behind him, it seems like right now. So that's unfortunate. But
had a bad year.
Had a bad year. That's correct.
I didn't want to believe it. I did not want that to be correct. That's why I didn't guess it.
How dare you? All right. Next question is for Treasy. Treasy, let's focus back on the starting pitching. I may or may not have talked about this on a previous 108 podcast, so let's see if you guys are listening. By Bill James' invented metric called game score, which White Sox starting pitcher had the best outing at home in 2023, and who was it against?
So it was Kopech, and it was, who was it against? I'm going to say the Astros, but I don't think that's right.
It's Kopech, so... But it's not the Astros. My Sox Summer, want to guess on the opponent? Real quick, 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Twins.
Also incorrect. The opponent was the Kansas City Royals. Michael Kopech had a 90-game score, which is absolutely terrific. On May 19th at home, a 2-0 win. 8 innings pitched, 10 Ks, 1 hit, 0 walks. Man, terrific outing for Michael Kopech.
I had 9 Ks in my head. It was 10 Ks. All right.
Beef, I
Nice
remember
job,
that because
John
that's what we kind of talk about with Kopech a lot. It's like there is that upside.
Yeah, it's there.
There's like it exists. It's just can someone crack the case, and make it a consistent thing.
Plus,
It's
it's beautiful. So
It's a combination of poor mechanics and a bit of a head case, but MSS is right. Michael Kopech
God,
is
so
absolutely
beautiful.
gorgeous. Look at that hair, man. How could you?
Good God.
That's starting pitcher hair right there.
yeah.
You know
and
what?
I'll tell
That's-
you this:
No filters either.
That's
know?
not seventh inning coming to the game here. That's the starting
doesn't
pitcher hair.
doesn't even look that like he looks better than that in person. Like
Yeah.
the picture doesn't even do him justice. Like he's
like-
more beautiful when you're like right next to him. And when
He's
talking.
stunningly handsome. Up
Yes.
close. It's actually kind of wild.
It's scary.
Stunningly handsome, yes.
Nice
Boyish
brown
good
eyes,
looks, if
that
you
little
will. How dare
motherfucker
you.
of that Michael Kopech.
All right, My Sox Summer, you are up
Yep.
next.
All right.
Now, certain people in this community call you a company guy for the White Sox, not
Yeah.
saying who or why. I mean, Kane bobblehead. Anyways,
Yep.
I want to ask you, how many times in 2023 did the White Sox have a paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field above 30,000? How many times did they have a paid attendance above 30,000 at Guaranteed Rate Field in 2023?
81 games.
81 games, yeah.
I thought you were saying 81 was your answer. Holy shit. He is a company man.
He's trying to do mathematics right now.
15. 15 games.
Wow. I'll say 4. I'll bet. So we're doing prices right. $1.
Treasy was closer than you were, and the comments are getting a little closer. There were actually 8, according to Baseball Reference. 8 games where the White Sox had a paid attendance above 30,000. They were the 2 games in July against the Cubs, July 26th and 25th. The home opener against the Giants on April 3rd. Saturday, June 24th against Boston. 4th of July against Toronto. April 15th against Baltimore. Saturday, September 30th, which was the tailgate we did with the Bums. The final whiskey at Comiskey. That was against San Diego. And then Friday, August 11th against Milwaukee.
I think we should take all the credit for the September 30th one.
Yep.
I totally agree.
The Milwaukee ones are kind of weird. You would think that all those games would have been over 30,000.
Yeah, and the only Milwaukee one that was Elvis Night. That was so it was a promotion. It was Elvis
Yeah.
Night, so that's
Do you-
why it was.
Do you know
Elvis
why
Night
they
did
weren't
not
over?
pack him in as I thought it would have, but
Here's why they weren't over. Here's why all those games of the series between the Brewers and the Padres were not over 30,000 because they upcharged everybody like crazy. They had $35 outfield tickets on those Brewer ones, and because my cousin was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come down," and we were like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy a bunch of tickets." She's like, "How much are they?" And I'm like, "They're under $30," and then they end up being like $33 or. And I was like, "Fuck this! This is stupid." Like, I mean, like any other game, the Yankees were $17 a seat, and let's go see the Brewers play. It was $17 more than the Yankees, and this is weird. Like, just sell the place out.
I got another idea as to why they didn't draw that much. They were horrible.
just at baseball. Just at baseball.
Well, and
I was
someone got
talking
shot
about
in the
more-
stadium also. So
Well,
Allegedly.
I was talking about like capturing that Brewers fan to come in, come in the door. Like, and I'm surprised that none of the games against the Cardinals were over 30,000 too, but they sucked ass also. So that's probably the reason.
And Beef, I know someone got shot, but I talked to Jerry Reinsdorf, and he told me that bullet had been in the air since the American Revolution, and it just finally came down and landed. So it's kind of patriotic that she got shot with that.
Sometimes you're going to get shot. What you don't want is you don't want to get shot a lot.
And she did not get shot a lot.
That's right. One stray, not a big deal.
It's totally fine.
All right. Treasy is up next.
Oh, I got to answer another one? God,
the White Sox struggled mightily hitting the long ball in 2023. In fact, they were tied for 20th in MLB with 171 home runs. The underlying numbers at Baseball Savant say they might have even been lucky to hit that many home runs. When you talk about when you talk about lucky home runs, which White Sox do you think had the most what they call doubters per Baseball Savant in 2023? Those are home runs that would have only been a home run in ballparks in 7 or less ballparks. So it's like a kind of a luckiest home run because it would be less than a quarter.
That had the most?
Had the most like wall
or the
scrapers.
Highest percentage?
No, just the most, because we'll get to the highest percentage. But I want you to guess the most first.
I mean, I don't like this, but it's got to be Luis just because he hits so many more than everybody else. That would be my guess. That like just it's either okay. Hold on, I got two ideas here. It can't be Moncada because Moncada, every one that he hit was like a mile long.
Yep.
Luis or Eloy? I'm really feeling one of those two. I'm gonna go Luis because just because of volume. Just because volume.
Is it Vaughn?
Daniel Pierce was right. I'm gonna kick Andrew Vaughn one more time while he's down. He had 8 doubter home runs. This season, out of the 21 that he hit, were
oh my god, I can't believe Moncada's up that high.
So yeah, Moncada had the highest percentage. Moncada had 6 of his 11, so 55%.
Because I feel like I saw multiple home runs from Moncada, and there weren't that many, where they were just like roped. Like they were like out of there. You were like, okay, this guy's that shit's absolutely out of here.
Yes,
crazy, right? I mean, look, and Luis had far and away the most no doubters. He had 18. But as a percentage, I mean, Eloy had 10 of his 18 home runs were no doubters. They were absolutely crushed. So
okay, look up Moncada though. That's very interesting. Moncada had 6 doubters.
5 no doubters.
5 no doubters. Okay.
Yeah. So your memory's not that bad in that there were some that were absolutely rocket ships out there. But anyway, I had to kick him one more time.
Got a drink from Southside Bum. Cheers, Johnny.
Thanks, you, Johnny. Bro. Appreciate you. I love that Daniel Pierce called that I was going to kick Andrew one time.
I went pure numbers on that because I was like, what did Luis have? Luis had almost 20 home runs than the next guy, right?
Yeah, he had 38, and I think Vaughn had 21 was the next
Hey, put that back up there. Put that graphic back
17 more home runs. Yeah, I figured it had to be him.
There you go.
I mean, he was second, but like...
Yeah.
He's not even on there.
Yeah, he's second.
Well, I was wondering...
No, because he's not on the team.
Is going to be.
Yeah, he's not on the team, so he's removed out of there. So.
Eloy, 5 of 18. Come on, man.
Yeah, but he had 10 plus 10 no doubters, bro.
Plus, well, he had 150,000 ground balls.
All right. Last 2 questions. These ones are free for all, so I'm just going to let you guys jump in together. People in the comments, feel free to jump in too.
You ready to tag team this?
There's going to be a bunch of answers for these.
Tag team's back again, baby.
Tag team.
Number 1,
Sprinkles.
Treasy MSS. The White Sox didn't have a single fucking pitcher get double-digit saves for the 2023 season. They had a lot of different people actually get a save. They had 10 total pitchers get a save. Name all the pitchers that got at least one fucking save during the season. Go!
Well, so we know Graveman led the team.
Correct.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
That's right.
So that's 1. And Santos. So
Santos is 2. Yep.
So 2. Middleton.
Middleton is 3.
Tanner Banks had the 3-inning save, right?
Tanner Banks is 4. Yep.
Or did Schultens? Did
Schultens
have a
5.
3 innings?
Schultens
3
is
inning
5.
save.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Missy is right in the comments. Lambert is 6.
God damn, I was just going to say that.
Wait. Wait, you know who has to have a save? MSS, because he pitched every fucking day. Tell me Brian Shaw had a save.
Oh,
Brian Shaw is number 7.
One.
Absolutely,
Yep.
yeah. He had 4 saves.
He had 4 saves. God, I really was not watching at the end.
Did you get Bummer in there yet, or no? Bummer had at least one.
Bummer did not have a save. No,
did not have a save.
Brian Shaw had 4 saves. Bummer had 0. Let's remember that.
Same mentals.
Wait, I'm trying to think of like end of the season assholes. Did Crochet have a save?
No saves for Crochet.
Okay.
He only pitched for like 32 seconds.
I know. I mean, like I'm just MSS. The end of the season, I have no idea.
The last 3 guys that were not on the active roster at the end of the year.
Oh, okay. So
do we say Santos?
Let's think of
Santos.
Yeah, definitely. Santos.
All right.
We got to think of guys who got traded. Raylo.
Raylo is correct. That's 8.
And Kelly.
Kelly is 9. We got one more.
We got one more.
Oh, Liam Hendricks.
Liam Hendricks is 10. Nice job, MSS.
Yeah.
How did I not have that one?
He got 1.
Nice one.
Yep.
Nice work. Between you guys in the comments, you guys got that shit quick, man. Impressive. So, I mean, as much as we drank all year, people were paying attention to this team. I really appreciate that.
The Shaw was like, I was like, please tell me that motherfucker. He threw so many games. Please tell me he
every
got
day.
one.
How can he not get a few saves? Like what the fuck? That Pedro got to throw him a cookie once in a while. Like, you got to get a big boy chance.
I'm surprised Pedro didn't have a save. He didn't get out there and throw one himself.
They didn't have enough wins to have a lot of saves. I'm shocked to have 10 guys that had saves, regardless, because of how bad they were. All right, last question, nuts. And this is going to be another free for all. So comments, feel free to jump in. We'll take your answers as well. As we mentioned before, this team didn't hit for shit in 2023, as it's been well documented. However, 8 different players, White Sox players, had a 4-hit game during the season. Name those 8 players. Go.
A 4-hit game, 8 players.
Yep.
Moncada
is 1. Yep.
Robert
is 2.
Vaughn.
Nope.
No.
Timmy
is 3. He had the most. He had 3 4-hit games.
Oh, I'm guessing Benintendi had one?
Benintendi is the 4th player, yep.
How many are there total?
8, and you got 4 more.
8?
Yes.
Nope, no he has.
No? Shit.
2 of these are really hard.
Burger?
No Burger.
Romy Gonzalez.
No. No Romy Gonzalez.
Zach Remillard.
No Zach Remillard.
Your guy.
So John Carney's correct. Eloy did have a 4. He had two 4-hit games, actually.
Tell me your man Hanser Alberto had one.
Hanser Alberto had a 4-hit game. Thank you, Treasy. That's 6 of the guys. We got 2 left right now.
And Seby's not one of them?
Seby's not one of them. No, okay. I told you already.
I didn't hear it. Shit. Shut the fuck up. Answering a question.
No way it's Colas.
No Sheets, no Colas. No.
There's no way it's Sheets or Colas.
There's one guy who should be pretty obvious, and another guy who you might not. No one might get. I mean, like the guy who barely played. Elvis is 7. Great job, MSS.
He almost hit the cycle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So he had a 4-hit game. Yep. One more guy had a 4-hit game. He's a guy who barely played on the roster. He was an outfielder. He came up for a little while. There were even people pining for him because he used to be a prospect guy.
Hazley.
But then he became Adam Hazley's correct, Treasy. Yeah, that is the 8th guy. Nice job.
Yes. He had a streak of like 3 games, right?
Was his 4-hit game
as soon as you said pining for him? I was like, yes, it's Hazley.
That is it. The 8 guys are Anderson, Andrews, Benintendi, Hazley, Eloy Jimenez, Joan Moncada, Luis Robert, and Hanser Alberto. Hanser fucking Alberto had a goddamn 4-hit game at Cincinnati on that Sunday when we left.
Oh,
game when they scored 17 runs, he had 4 hits in that game.
How many hits? How many hits did he have all season? 6?
I don't know.
In what Kopech gave up like 8 runs that game too, right?
4.
We scored 19 and he gave up 8.
Very nice job on the questions. Commenters loved it too. let's put an end to the 2023 White Sox with that question. Nice job, everybody.
We're never fucking talking about them again. The 2023 White Sox are dead. This is their funeral. Bye-bye.
Right. I'm fine with that. Now let's pay some bills.
When zombies come out of the ground and try to kill us, one thing they all have in common is they are hungry as fuck. Imagine if they have a full plate of Lawrence's fish and shrimp to snack on. Zombies snacking on Lawrence's freshly fried shrimp and dipping those delicious fries into some ranch instead of chasing you and your friends is a much better option, right? In addition to shrimp, Lawrence's offers up fish chips, frog legs, oysters, calamari, scallops, clam strips, wing zings, and chicken tenders. Make any order or combo for only $5 more. Zombies love Mountain Dew. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp has 4 locations: 2120 South Canal Street and 3242 West 87th Street in Chicago, 50 South Manheim Road in Hillside, and 3248 Vollmer Road in Olympia Fields. Visit them online at lawrencesfishandshrimp.com to see their menus and to place an order. Lawrence's Fisheries, serving the seafood you crave since 1950. What's up?
I love it. So we got it. We got to do something on the back half, and it's one of my favorite segments. Thanks, Beef, for coming up with. And it is the stupidest shit we've read on the internet this week. And guys, I'm gonna kick it off. Because I got one. It's kind of morbid, but I've been working more than usual. This is like the end of the year kind of is time that I'm working a lot. So a headline's really got to catch my attention. So when I see that a groundskeeper mowed around a dead body for a day and a half, I want to know about it. So this is in North Carolina, hopefully not on our buddy's mail route, but it's the story is about this guy. So he's like a 34-year-old dude dead in like an abandoned lot, right? Like this, so no one owns this lot. It is used for some police training, but so the groundskeeper mows around it, and they said that he thought that it was like a Halloween decoration. Like there's just like a body like kind of that laying there. Thought it was a Halloween decoration.
Just authentic.
Just authentic. Mowed around it. And the police said, no, he did not think it was a Halloween decoration. He thought it was a dummy used for canine training. And I'm like, why do we need that correction? Why the fuck? Like, okay, fine. Like, he said something slightly different. He didn't think it was a real human. That's all we need, police. You don't need to come out with this correction, especially when the body is there, stripped down to just its underwear, with scratches all over the body, and the police have called this not a homicide, simply suspicious.
You think so?
And that's the stupidest fucking part. The police, they're like, hey, let's get the quote right on the groundskeeper, all right? But also, it's just suspicious. We can't possibly assume that this guy was murdered. He's an old man of 34. He's stripped naked in the middle of a field with obvious marks all over him.
That seemed like natural causes to me.
Yeah. I mean, that's what your doctor...
That's what they were like. They were like, it's suspicious that natural causes happened out here. That's the only thing that's weird.
The grass will do that to you.
It happens. Maybe he was rolling around too much and he was a little wet. And the grass was too long because maybe there was a holiday that week or something, and the groundskeeper took off.
And then he got hypothermia. That's
never know.
That's how I kicked it.
Yeah, when you get cold, when you are like freezing to death, the last parts of it, you think you're hot, so you rip off all your clothes because you're so hot, and then
scratch yourself to death,
and then you scratch yourself up, and it's usually very frigid in North Carolina, so that makes a ton of sense. I'm just like reading this thing, and like every sentence of this article, I'm just like, what is happening here? Like this just feels like a weird Onion article.
Now, Baloney's saying in the comments, he says, as someone who has a cemetery as a client, I do the same thing. Groundskeeper ain't the same thing as Undertaker. No big deal. He mowed right around that shit. That ain't none of my business. That ain't part of my purview here.
I could just watch Baloney riding by a dead body in his underwear with scratches all over it going, God damn, that's really realistic. What a fabulous direction.
I got another job in 15 minutes. I got to finish this up.
Lawns to mow. Fuck this shit. I got to move, like I'll have somebody else phone it in later.
Beef, the other thing is I've just watched Life not too long ago, and I was thinking like that guy mowing the lawn. It's like I'm not getting caught up in the shit Claude and Ray got caught up in. Fuck this.
Right. I'm out of here.
Gigantic cloud of shit coming. Let's go. That's from Kingpin.
That's ridiculous.
I got you. But yeah, I mean I read maybe 5 articles all week, and this was one of them. And I was like, oh, when you said stupidest shit on the internet, I was like, well, that already happened this week. I got that. I got that locked and loaded.
Man.
God damn.
My sex summer, what's the stupidest shit you saw on the internet this week?
Unfortunately, mine didn't come as quickly as yours. I was looking around, trying
to
find
hands.
something, and I had a couple ideas, and then I ended, and I had 2 really good ideas. Teresi, I went to Fark.com, Drew Curtis's Fark. I don't know
It's
if
still up.
Loaf, yeah, it is.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know if Loaf knows what that is, but back in the day, Fark was the shit. Like, it would give you all these weird articles that weren't even supposed to be weird, and one of them was like Florida or Russia, right? It was a weird. They had these weird little things that they would put together, and it's not as good as it used to be. It was really depressing. It was like. It was similar to like me, like why I don't want to go see bands that I saw at their peak in the 90s, like want to go see them now because I don't want to ruin that feeling that I had for that band back then because I 100% ruined it with Fark today. Like I had a good view of Fark up until about 2006, 2007. It's gone now. So 16 years later, it's done.
Lost that loving feeling, apparently, huh? It's unfortunate.
Absolutely. So
he needs fresh talent. He needs fresh talent, Teresa. Yeah,
he is a big fresh talent guy. We found that out last week.
No one has said that to me all week. I don't know why not.
What we're talking about?
Yeah, they have no idea. So like how your phone sometimes will throw up one of those fucking like throw up one of those like news stories. And most of the time the news stories are like really stupid. And it's like, I don't want to read this. Why is my phone telling me this? Today, one came up and it was really good. And it was an article about Costco. And it was from Food and Wine. And it said, Costco selling a Le Creuset. Is it Creuset? Creuset? Le Creuset?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I can't see what you're reading,
but I want you to keep saying it.
It's the French. It's the French like cookware, right?
That's
it's like
not
the
going to
real
help
fancy, nice stuff. Anyway, they're selling the.
You can Google it before you read it.
Well, I don't want to do that, and I didn't have a lot of time. A lot of time. Take
kids
the
ruin
off.
Your kids ruin everything.
Yeah, no, it's not them. Tonight it was the wife. The wife didn't come home. She went to the bar. So yeah,
I can't blame her.
All right, fuck you. Can let me get a sentence out, bitch. Like, how am I supposed to pass the ACT with you in my ear, nipping?
This is like me trying to start any show we do.
That's true. All right, I feel for you. I'm sorry. Your brother is the worst. Costco selling Le Creuset 157-piece ultimate cookware set, includes delivery, but on a pallet. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm like, huh? So I go and I click it, get in there, and it's true. Le Creuset, I don't know. What the fuck?
Beef is drunk.
Holy shit.
Beef is drunk. He's clicking the wrong shit.
That was what I wanted to click.
157-piece ultimate cookware set includes cookware, bakeware, dinnerware, serveware, and accessories. Durable and iconic pallet delivery included. The price? A low $4,499.99, which
Beautiful.
is just $29 for each piece that is delivered to you. Now, the set includes 3 Dutch ovens of different sizes, various other oven-proof baking and roasting dishes, 6 assorted frying and saucepans, 2 stock pots, a whistling kettle, and a French press. The set also contains prep and mixing bowls, ramekins, whatever the fuck those are, 2 cookbooks, and a number of utensils, including spatulas, ladles, wooden spoons, and measuring cups. It is not just for the kitchen, Loaf. It also includes various wine-related items and a 32-piece dining set containing soup bowls, pasta bowls, salad plates, and dinner plates, as well as 8 mugs, all in Lou Cressett's signature shade of red. Okay? Now, guys, 3 Dutch ovens. Okay? I don't know if you guys know what a Dutch oven is, but it's a big
I know I ain't got room for 3 of them.
It's a fucking pot.
Right.
And you need fucking, like, you have one. We have one. You know how many times we use it? Never. Because they netted a better thing. It's called the crock pot. You just put it right there, and it cooks. It cooks. You don't even have to use your oven. That's what a Dutch oven does. But 3 of them in 3 different sizes. I don't know who needs that. I can only think of one fucking person in the world that would want this, especially for this stuff. And he's coming up. Here he is. And that's Shane Reardon. For the people at home that are not watching, Shane Reardon last week, he's a producer for The Score. The Parkinson Spiegel show started at 2 o'clock. I think they were 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
On daily, weekday. Shane wrote up, Jesus Christ, I'm ready to sell either Willie, which is his dog, or an organ. Best offer on my dog or my kidney, please. I need this La Crusette artichoke line of potware. Like, just, I mean, not even, this isn't the version. This is just a regular ass set that's colored like an artichoke, and then showed 4 pictures of his dog that he wanted to sell or trade for this set of cookware. He's the only denim wearing person that I know that would need 157 pieces of this. And here's even the better rub. You go to click on it. It's La Crusade. Okay, well, I really fucked that up. All right, La Crusade. Information that would have been helpful at the beginning of this thing, and I should have looked into it, and I didn't. Thank you, Mrs. Loaf. La Crusade, the only person that needs that is Shane Reardon. Also, you go and click on it on their website, on the Costco website, and you go to buy it. You can't even buy it. It says this is not available for delivery in your area. I don't know where this is. I think, and I'm just going to throw this out there, I don't know if you guys have seen this documentary, but there's a documentary about the guy that saved up all his Pepsi points to buy a Harrier
Lear
jet.
Yeah, Harrier jet.
Carrier jet. And it was the same deal. I swear to Christ, they just threw this out there like no one's going to fucking buy this. No one's spending $4,500 on a pallet of cookware. And they got fucking up a bunch of people that said, you know what, fuck you, I am, because this was an incredible deal apparently, which I don't necessarily think it is, but you could probably piece it out and get a little bit more for it. A lot of work. I wouldn't want to do that. You don't want to ship this stuff. It's very heavy. But I feel like it's just a bunch of free advertising for Costco and La Crusade or whatever the fuck. That was the dumbest shit that I read.
When you're out at the thrift store, how often do you see a La Crusade set of these pots and dishes and pans?
So here's the thing, and we've talked about this. This is how I learned about the. Well, no, it's not. But I go to forums on Reddit where they talk about resale and they show things that they're buying. Now, between these like La Crusade items, which is a grail for people, they're like, oh my god, look, I found the dishware. Oh my god, I found the garlic holder today for only $3. Like all this stuff, everything is like 15 and up, right? It's all expensive, but like if you find the bigger pieces for really cheap, people get very excited about it. It's that and the KitchenAid mixer, right? Like people love finding the big standing KitchenAid mixer that everyone gets when they get married, or everyone wants when they get married. It's one of these weird things that people just jive in on. And this is, I think, La Crusade is the same way. And but yes, you fucking see these things at thrift stores every once in a while, but they're high in demand for people. People love that shit.
Me and Beef actually found a bunch of these pieces when we robbed Kenny Williams' house. But we just took the lobster. We didn't even know that
more popular.
Yeah, we didn't know that this cookware was so expensive.
Was the lobster frozen though? Was it frozen?
It was frozen. It was frozen. Yeah. But it's fine. You thaw that out,
fresh.
baby.
Keep it fresh. That's right. It's good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I had no problem eating it. It was delicious. Beef, what's the stupidest shit you saw on the internet this week?
Mine is much shorter, and it's about a young lady who I'm really sick of being in the limelight right now, and that is Jada Pinkett Smith. So this is from CNN. It says the headline, which is the stupidest thing that I've heard. Jada Pinkett Smith says Tupac Shakur was her soulmate. So this is wild to begin with. However, when you get into the actual article, here's a quote from Jada Pinkett Smith. It says, if there's such thing as past lives, I think that Pac and I have traveled a few together. Now, for a little background, they went to the equivalent of high school together. They went to art school together in Baltimore. So they knew each other. They were friends, acquaintances, whatever. That's fine. And she says, said of Shakur, whom she became friends with as a team when they were both in Baltimore. Okay. As for any type of romantic connection, she said that wasn't possible because there was no chemistry between us. When the interviewer insisted that their chemistry was apparent to others, Pinkett Smith pushed back. It's that friendship love chemistry, she said. It was almost like God made us that way, Pinkett continued. Okay. How could they be fucking soulmates if she said there was no chemistry. Romantic chemistry? It's like, This is a totally fucking made-up headline that has absolutely nothing to do with the goddamn article. Yes, they were high school friends.
It's like your fucking hot tub thing.
And she's in her 50s, okay? So when they were friends, it was 35 fucking years ago. And yes, they probably interacted a little bit, and they mentioned that they saw each other occasionally when they were in their 20s, but this is just a high school friendship. I understand she's trying to sell a book, but what the fuck is CNN doing putting that as the headline? I've seen that headline other places, so I had to read it. I'm like, it doesn't say anything about them dating, or even she's not interested in him in any way, shape, or form in any of this. So to me, stupidest thing on the internet is just making up bullshit when you have a full interview. The headline has nothing to do with the interview.
And honestly, Beef, I feel like this is just like the entire media going like, it's time to keep kicking Will Smith in the balls as many times as we possibly can. Let's remind him about all of this shit. Like, hey,
she knew Tupac. Do you know that?
Your wife, she fucked everyone. She even wanted to fuck Tupac, but he got killed. So Jordan Miller ruined it for her. But regardless,
regardless,
she wanted to. She would have, even while you were married. I hope you read this, Will Smith.
I mean, I'm sick of Jada completely, and I knew this already because I've always been a Nia Long guy anyway. But still, she's pissing me off with every single thing I'm seeing out there. It's like, who cares about this shit? I know you're trying to sell a book, but like every time I see a headline, I'm thinking, this is dumb. This was the first one I read, and I was not disappointed in its dumbness.
It wasn't just that she said that too, but she also said that he had like alopecia too, right? Like he was bald, well, just like her. So, that's why they were soulmates. Because they both caught alopecia together. Apparently, I don't know. Like, it's
you don't catch it.
I know you don't catch it. It's a joke, but like, it's just like, Lo, if you're 100% correct,
Caught
like
the
entire
La
time, or
Crusades.
actually, La Crusade. Actually, it was Teresi that said it. It's just like Will's just getting cucked in the media constantly by his wife. It's like she's daring him to like divorce her, which I think is probably against the rules in Scientology. So I don't know if you can do that.
They're already like long. It's separated, right? They're not
separated, together. But still married.
Oh, really?
And the claim is that they'll stay married. Yeah, that's kind of like it's weird.
Why
but
not?
I think MSS might be right. It might be a thing where they can't.
I didn't realize they were Scientologists.
He can't get on the fucking alien ship unless he's married to his girl. So.
HBIC says MSS thinks baldness is a virus.
He got
his vaccine for baldness already. When he was at the doctor, he said, you heard that. He said he got his flu, he has COVID, and his baldness vaccine.
I hate breaking out breaking down the third wall or fourth wall, whatever the fuck. But like, no, I did not. No, I do not fucking think that it's like something you can catch.
You just said it.
Joke. I thought it was a joke. It's a joke. Jesus Christ.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
Fuck.
Daniel Pierce says, "Oh man, guys, I was gonna go to a Sox game this year, but I caught alopecia."
Just put on a hat. That's what Jada does.
Beautiful. Exactly. So,
man, I can't wait till all the alopecia people's gonna.
I need her to go away.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait till Will Smith flies out here and smacks me. I'll make sure I record it.
I would love that.
We'll sue him for everything he has. If he has anything left.
The residuals on Fresh Prince have got to be great. I mean, they're on the U all the time.
Yeah. All right, guys. That was something. It's time for thank yous. All right, I'll kick it off, man, because
really, I'm struggling.
Because I just want to thank Beef for putting it together an agenda where I didn't have to do shit. I just had to read a ridiculous article
You're welcome,
about
baby.
a guy, possibly baloney, mowing around a dead body.
More than likely it was baloney, yeah. He incriminated himself in the comments.
My suck summer. Who you thinking or GFYing?
I'm gonna thank Eddie Barstool because on one of the recent episodes of like the dog, it was either Dog Walk or Mid Show, I can't remember, but he talked about a documentary, and I hadn't heard about it, and it's the curious case of Natalia Grace. It was the name of it, and what it is. God, people, jump on if you like wild rides. It's 6 episodes. It's about a family in Indiana, and they adopt this girl who has a disability. She is a little person, and she's not growing. And allegedly, when they adopt her in Florida, it's kind of a fly-by-night adoption. And they took her to Disney World like the next day, and they were bathing her after the day of at Disney World, and she had pubic hair, and they thought that the little person was an adult. There's a lot of, and that is not the most fucked up thing that you hear in this entire documentary over 6 episodes. Like, it flips from like, this person totally did this. It's like the Stephen Avery, the Making a Murderer thing. Where you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe he didn't, maybe like we don't know. It is the most fucked up 6 episodes I'd watched. Finished it and was like, this isn't crazy. This is insane. The ending is just like, they don't resolve anything.
So MSS, let me ask you a question. Is it crazier than that documentary that both you and I watched, where like the kid keeps getting kidnapped by the same guy?
It's in the same vein.
Okay.
Say that, yeah. Like,
okay, I might have to tune in.
That one took a lot of more twists and turns. I mean, I don't want to give away the documentary you're talking about, but like, people question their sexuality.
That one is fucking
just
wild.
Doing things because a guy asked. It's I don't know. Like, it's a very weird thing. This one is very in the same vein, not as crazy. And it's just, you feel bad like all around for the kids that are in the situation, and this poor girl who got adopted and then is exploited by like all these different families. You need to watch it. Check it out.
Maybe I don't want to watch it.
It's called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. It's on HBO Max.
Beef. Who are you thinking?
Boys, I'm going with the GFY. All right.
All right.
Thank you. All right, let's time to GFY someone.
Let's do it.
My GFY goes to my work colleagues for dragging me out for a couple cocktails yesterday after work. And it pulled my weigh-in up a little higher than it should have been, allowing Public Forager, my suck summer, to take the goddamn lead in the 108 weight loss. Fucking booze, tasty-ass booze, luring me out of the lead in the 108 weight loss. So GFY to my great friends at work who I love. So
you had 2 drinking nights this week. That's what fucked you up. Didn't
I went to the Bulls game, but I drank dinner. Yeah. That's okay. That was my dinner.
Don't worry. MSS. Before we get out of here tonight, I want you to tell us about these hats.
Oh, dude. You got to head over to the FromThe108.com. Look into the sidebar. There's a little ad there. You go right to our merch shop. Right now, we have a limited edition. We're only doing pre-orders. Wave Sucks hats. We have a gray with the navy and red Wave Sucks as worn by Jeff Passan. We are passing. And we have a black with the gray and white Wave Sucks logo, all embroidered. All will fit most people's heads. They fit my head, and I have a gigantic dome. I have a head like a Rottweiler, as Treasy likes to say. It fits me. It will definitely fit you. It's $19.99 plus shipping. And my God, if fucking Portillo's can sell a goddamn sweatshirt for $71, you can afford $19.99 plus shipping to get a Wave Sucks hat that will keep your head warm. And you'll probably wear it more than you'd wear that Jardinera shirt. So please, come by, support local, support your boys. Christmas is coming up. You need to get a gift for your friends. Everyone that has, everyone has everything already. They definitely don't have this because
everyone who has a head. Everyone who has a head needs to use this.
Just gonna
absolutely,
dude, everyone has everything already. So you might as well buy them fucking something that they can't even get because it's a pre-order, never been available. Buy it now. Go to the site. We're going to take pre-orders till the end of Monday. I put the order in on Tuesday, so none of you motherfuckers coming at me Tuesday, but like, I didn't forget the order. Can I help you? No, you're fucked. So go ahead, do it now before you forget or get as drunk as I am. And so get on there, order yourself a hat from the108.com. Go right into the sidebar, go to our merch shop, order up both. Get one. Get a black one, get a gray one. It's great. Everyone needs 2 hats.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.